Right, doing a solo playthrough of Icewind Dale Enhanced Edition. I think I'll do the Heart of Winter part as part of the main campaign this time and not play it separate. Either way, I'm playing a pure caster, so a sorcerer this time. Any sorcerer, because I don't want to wait for the spells. Gus, the sorcerer.
Our tale begins.
Yeah.
What's this? New face in town, eh? Well met, stranger. The name is Rothgar. Well then, welcome. That said, once you've had a chance
Sit
to
down
rest
with
up and
things.
get your bearings, come by and see me at my house. It's just a couple doors west of here. There's some business I would discuss with you. Farewell.
Gus, the sorcerer. Great stats overall. Charisma is actually as low as I could get it, so I would have liked more wisdom to get saving throws, but what's done is done. I think the physical attributes are more important. They might not make much of a difference, but a single character has to carry all his shit. Every armor class point is valuable, every hit point is valuable, intelligence is pretty much a must have, and so everything else. Charisma 9 is the minimum you can have, so every extra point that's still left is dumped into wisdom. Still, it's a great score overall. Neutral evil, half elf, male. More or less a mercenary type. I don't think it'll make much of a difference. I don't actually know, but most of our opponents are evil, so I'm assuming their spells will be more or less targeting neutrals and good. So evil in that sense could be a little bit of a saving grace for us because we would be immune to those spells too. I chose armor and burning hands as my initial two spells. So the big problem with the sorcerer is that I think we get 5 or 4 spells per level. And use them a few more times, but the problem is we aren't gonna get all that much. So still, we would like at least one spell on each level, even at the earliest, that's useful throughout the entire game. These spells are not those, but I feel like my priority should be to make the early gameplay as easy as it's going to be, because this is probably going to be the hardest and most time-consuming section of the game as far as our character is concerned.
I shall not fail.
We absolutely need at least a level up or two before we can engage in any kind of combat, and we can be reasonably expected to win. I think there was some kind of beetles at the lower floor. News about an expedition. Doesn't matter what the quest is, as long as it gives me experience.
You cannot win.
Okay, I don't think they even attack. So this is an easy 1000 something experience points for us. Yeah. But this is why we don't take spells that are only useful later on in the game. We cannot win fights by fighting normally. We might get a sling or something, but we still need to be able to deal with like half a dozen guys at once at least. So we need some kind of area effect spells, disabling spells. Sleep might be good, but the sleep would be only Problem with sleep is it would only be good for like a couple of levels, and then it's totally worthless. So I would be really reluctant to get that. I mean, it's one thing to have a low use spell. I mean, armor spell probably isn't useful later on. Fire could be, because you still need to kill trolls and the like, so it's a shitty attack spell, but it can finish up a troll.
Anytime.
1,205 gold. Another one like that, and we'll take a level up. I think there's at least one non-combat mission we can do. I don't recall what those were, though.
Very well.
There was some guy who heard a singing from the lake. I think wine for a drunkard. Wolf in one of the buildings. Goblins somewhere here. I'm not sure if there were others. How much money do we have? 55. We can basically buy a sling and maybe some ammunition, but that's about it. I'm going to rob as much as I can from every place. I don't give a shit. Okay. Almost every equipment piece is unusable to us. We already have a quarterstaff. Got a ranged weapon. Yeah, I think I'll buy the bottle of wine now. Gem bag. Do we need a gem bag? Gems are valuable, that's true, but not most of the ones we're gonna get. One gold piece extra. They're mostly inventory filler. Yeah, I do need gold because I need gold to rest. So I didn't think of that.
It will be done.
I'd like to get a level up before I go to the resting though. So non-combat quest that we could quickly do. He might have something for us to rob, so there were other people living there. They have a little bit of stored equipment.
I see.
And I don't think there's a police in this town, so there shouldn't be any kind of a reaction. At least I don't think there is. Now rob you too. Don't have the strength.
I shall not fail.
All about the expedition.
It will be done.
6 gold, 1200 experience points. I'm not gonna level up quite yet. Or I could use the hit points. One additional first level spell. 6 hit points, 1 point of lore, so basically nothing.
Understood.
There should be at least one more non-combat related thing we can do. Cost a single gold piece to rest, so that's not much of a reason to avoid resting.
It will be done.
I rob Hrothgar. So strength potion might be able to see us through those.
Well met, friend, and welcome. Oh, they're all remembered. Semi-retired, actually. In fact, I am planning. We've received word. I am organizing and lead. I don't really. We need to get excellent. With storms brewing. Actually, he's been out normally. I want you to find that caravan. Once you return here as quickly as you can. We must make for Kaldahar Pass while the weather is favorable. Good luck. Safe journey. I shall not fail.
I don't recall what. There were orcs. Orcs were definitely the ones who got the caravan.
I shall not fail.
That's a tough order for us. Fight. Could I rest here for free? Find an inn or rest outside. So inn it is.
I shall not fail.
Joan, right. He's the one who seeing images of a woman. That's a spear, I think.
I shall not fail. It will be done.
Dreams. That should give us halfway to level 3. And if we kill the wolf, that's probably a level up. So we can get to level 3 without doing any really serious dangerous work. That's not gonna get us second level spells yet, because we're all sorcerer. So it's not going to drastically change our situation. We might get a third first level spell. We have to think carefully what that needs to be, because I need disabling spells. I need spells that reduce the enemy numbers in the fight, at least temporarily. So I can think of 2 spells that could do it. Problem is, neither of them are going to be useful later on. So maybe I can not take them, but that could be a serious problem. I don't think we'll get experience out of this.
Yes, I am. War is. These eyes have seen that. Because. Yes, it is safe. Jared. Once Arakan was. I do not believe. Jared had one die. Sacrifice. You are free to ask, traveler. I promise no. These eyes have seen. Because. Yes. You are free to ask, traveler. I promise no answers. I have heard of it yet. Yes, the man spoke of disturbances in Kaldahar. No. You are free to ask, traveler. I promise no answers. The door leads beneath the temple. You are free to ask, traveler. I promise no answers.
Right, nothing all that interesting. We want as many containers as possible. I think I just can't afford these. Right. And get scrolls. I'm thinking, should I spend the money now or not? We want extra scroll container and a bottle container. In general, we have want to start collecting as diverse collection of
Understood.
tools as possible. I don't know what we're gonna need to get through some situations. They're gonna be tough. We need to be able to protect our own ass. I don't have any rules this time to limit myself in order to make things interesting or more challenging or whatever. I just want to play a powerful caster who has more than 4 spells to use. So whatever
It
happens
will be
to
done.
whatever I happen to find interesting at the time. We still have a very limited spell selection, so
It will be
we
done.
can't do everything. But certain things have to be achieved. We have to have a meat wall of summons to buy time. We cannot just tank the huge amount of enemies that are coming our way. We need to be able to increase our speed but that's Boots of Speed will take care of that. Mostly we need hitting power as much as possible. We don't have the luxury of debuffing stuff or buffing ourselves to a huge degree. We need to just kill things, play things out of the fight quickly.
Anytime. Very well.
That's the wolf. I don't think I might be able to kill it, but it would be safer if I pressed first.
I shall not fail.
White wolf health. That should
Understood.
be worth a decent amount of cash. Much more than I have currently. Strange blue skin wolf. So if I manage to do these 2 things, we'll get the next spell. Goblin groups, orc groups, that sort of thing. Maybe more small animal groups. Current spells can't do it. Burning Hands could technically do it, but I don't have the levels to have enough damage for it to kill anything. I would have to multiple castings. Yeah, 1d3 plus 20 is the maximum damage. If I could do something like that, yeah, sure, but it's like 1d3 plus 2 at the moment. It's not enough to kill anyone. Well, maybe a goblin, something like that, but that's it.
I shall not fail.
Hmm.
I shall not fail.
I'm willing to bet you'll fail quite a few times. So, we only get the wool. That's pretty much guaranteed level.
I shall be swift about it.
Well, I could use range weapons, I suppose. 5 points of damage, yeah. Not even a wolf gives a shit about this spell. Still, it was exactly what we needed. But a single bolt required 2
I
castings of the spell,
see.
and I have maybe a handful of those. We can't fight a group with those, unless we get incredibly lucky. So naturally I can just keep loading the game, but we want to do as little of that as possible. We could lie about this, but I don't see why the fuck would you lie about this, even as an evil character. I mean, I'm looking for my own benefit. And there is a genuine benefit in doing exactly what they want me to do. Ooh, we got a little bit more experience than I thought. Gained a pearl. Shitty dagger. It's a, well, we'll just sell a little bit. We don't have the luxury of carrying around this excess crap in the hopes that something might be useful later on. I can buy the containers, extra containers now though. The items we have are more than enough to get me back in some decent cash. I might be able to actually, no.
It will
I'll
be
sell
done.
other things first. I might be able
Understood.
to buy a healing potion or two. I don't think money is gonna be basically our main concern in any sense, in any meaningful sense. We are gonna get our equipment set and then money is totally meaningless. Scrolls are both sort of worthless. Ammunition is sort of worthless. So if we see interesting usables we can take advantage of, we should take advantage of them immediately.
Very well.
I'd like to sell something. Alright, 400. Don't think this guy's anything even remotely interesting. Additional casting ability. Right, this is gonna decide how we're gonna suffer through the near future in this game. We're gonna need the protection from evil at some point. But this is only our third first level spell, so we don't have to take it now. Leap would be nice, but it's worthless very quickly. Comatose Slumber to come to 2d4 hit dice of birth of creature. Monsters with 5 or more hit dice are unaffected. Though it's not the stuff of which legends are made, attacks against magically sleeping opponents never miss, although they will awaken after the first hit. Color Spray would be the alternative version of this. Vivid fan-shaped spray of clashing colors to spring forth from the casters. Still, all creatures in the area above the level of the caster or ones that have greater than 6 hit dice must make a save versus spell. The spell's effects depend on the caster, and the creatures with hit dice or levels fewer than or equal to the caster are knocked. Okay. If the hit dice are fewer or equal to mine, they get knocked unconscious and do not awaken when struck for 5 rounds. Those with hit dice or levels 1 or 2 greater than the wizard are blinded, and any other creatures are stunned. So blindness, stuns, or unconsciousness. And unconsciousness where we can just beat the shit out of them and they don't wake up. Blind creatures are unaffected by color spray. So this at least has the potential to be used for longer, but it's still not all that useful. I don't think I'll take Identify at any point. We'll just have to go to shopkeepers to identify things. Chromatic orb would be very useful because of the status effects it causes. Paralysis up to for 13 rounds, that's basically a death sentence. Stunning for 3 rounds, pretty much death sentence in most situations. But that's when we're at a higher level. And I still don't think if I have the luxury to do that. Area control spells would be useful too, but there's the fucking but. I don't know. Magic Missile is fairly useful as an extra damage spell later on. We could 5 rounds per level for a shield. We could increase our armor class massively with the shield. Also make ourselves immune to Magic Missile. I think it should. Okay, I can always load. I need to see how this stacks with the armor spell.
I see.
Current armor class is 2. But we need to go to sleep. I think the next time we can get some kind of serious armor is stone skin. But that's not
Anytime.
gonna happen anytime soon. Normal armor class is 6. With shield 0. Stack with the armor. No, not at all. Well, that sort of sucks. Because I think the shield might be better. Which means the armor is not all that important. The shield has decent duration too. Ah, fuck. Yep, it has 2 better armor class shield spell. And it's already last 15 rounds now. I can't take the shield. I should have taken the shield in the start. Shit. I think I'll take color spray. That leaves us with 2. One of them has to be protection from evil. This is mainly because this is a decent protection spell in general, lasts for a decent amount of time, but it also protects us from, or rather it makes possible for us to use demons and fiends as summoned creatures. If we don't take that, they'll just try to kill me every time I summon them. Yeah, should have taken the shield, then probably this. That's, you have your protection unit, you have your disabling ability that allows you to kill the target too, leaves that one, and you can get 2 on top of that. Yeah, it's much better selection of spells. Ah, shit. Still, what's done is done.
Understood.
Go in the temple, see if they have anything decent we can buy. we're going to have to do at least one serious fight with the guys who captured the caravan. So if I could actually just heal a little bit during the fight, that would be great.
Your journey has brought you to this temple again. What is it you want?
Right, 4 healing potions. If not, it's not that much, but it
Very
might
well.
save our lives. I'll go to sleep, clear out the rest of the map. There's at least goblins there. I don't recall how many. That should be a good enough of a start for us. I need to... Yeah, I fucked up with the spell selection on the
It will
first
be done.
level. But, so we need to have a little bit more consideration of what exactly we want to achieve when we choose the spells for the rest of the levels. First level spells
I
being
shall not
somewhat
fail.
sucky isn't that big of a deal, but it's still we still sacrifice 2 points of armor class for basically a little bit of convenience. The armor spell has a huge duration, but it's not as good as the shield. Shield is much more used. And since I'm going to have to rest constantly anyway, the duration is not that big.
I see.
I simply don't have the spells to survive for long anyway. 5 rounds per level is already 15 and it will go up very quickly at this point. So it would have been enough. Monsters. I need to get the archers now. Need to be able to kill them. Oh, he's stuck.
The battle is joined.
That's interesting. Before they wake up, I can't afford that. They're not a threat now, but if they wake up, I'm not going to be able to take them down. Maybe we can get this done. You have the fire. Right, not bad.
The battle is joined.
Yeah, battle is joined.
The battle is joined.
That weapon might be worth a few gold pieces. And bows might have some value. Since we're going to shop anyway, might as well pick up as much crap as we can. Right. Probably worth a gold piece. Not bad. Actually, it went a little bit easier than I thought. A little bit better spell selection, maybe take the Dragon Disciple kit, so extra survivability, extra armor class, raised attacks. Later on, I don't know if the Dragon Disciple kit is going to be that useful. It's an extra survivability still, extra hit points. How about a little something for our efforts? We'll keep the fish and sell it ourselves. That's my fish, you're no better than the monsters, I'm telling my dad. You do that, you piece of shit. Do I get experience out of this? No, then that's no good. You're supposed to get experience out of this. So that's why you do the good things. Take that. But I have to do it. I'm desperately in need of that experience. Okay, that seems like a good place to cast spells. Burn those motherfuckers. Right. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to get like the 1200 experience out of this. If you're greedy, apparently you don't deserve experience in this game. It's one of those games. So, yeah. Yep. So, fuck you game. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Money is totally worthless. Totally worthless, at least after the initial sprint, so why on earth would you exchange anything? I mean, give away anything in case of getting a few pittance of gold coins, it just doesn't make any sense. Oh, I have 100 again. You could get an extra healing potion. I think I'll hold on to the money for now.
Understood.
These healing potions are for desperate situations, and I don't think
It will
we're
be
in
done.
that desperate of a situation. Things make going more or less smoothly. And get injured at all. That sort of worries me, in fact. Okay, the armor spell lasts longer than it takes to rest, but I still have it on.
Understood.
Might as well go after the caravan. He seems to be going fairly smoothly.
Anytime.
Oh. Oh. Only 3? Two hits a kill. 3. Not sure if we have time for this. I mean, time to kill me. I have time to kill them before they come up. Still, 2 worth level spells to kill 3 wolves. You would have used damage spells. There's no way in hell. You could have maybe killed 1. So the orcs just disappeared. Okay, let's see how this goes. We still have 3 castings left.
Anytime.
Some healing. This is a yeah, this is gigantic cave. There's no way in fucking hell we can do this without resting. It's not really a problem though. So they're basically like wolves as far as toughness is concerned. I need at least 2 first level spells to take care of the amount of orcs like this. There's a single spell left, it makes no sense to stay here.
It will be done.
They should give us a level up. We're not gonna get anything from the kills though. On the 4th level I think we'll get our first 2nd level
Understood.
spell. Too many people are getting involved. This was a mistake. Shit. I have no time to kill all these. I might be able to kill 2 or 3. Ah, right. This is a little bit slow moving, but at the same time it's actually quite safe. I haven't felt at any point that I would be in any kind of danger of taking damage. So, it's much better than I hoped. Sleep would not have gotten us these type of results, so the color spray is vastly superior spell for our purposes.
Anytime.
Big problem comes when they have their some kind of leader that's not color
Shall
sprayable.
not fail.
We're basically getting no experience out of killing these guys. We should get the experience by completing the quest. Hopefully, in addition to the kills. I'm not gonna cast spells on a single guy. Ooh, that's too much. And I'm cursed. Yeah, that's a lot of damage coming our way. We need to figure out something. We need to get
Anytime.
them in smaller groups. This is my character is incredibly pathetic phase of the game. And you can't even attack once. Fuck you. So maybe 4 guys is something we could reasonably handle. Anything that we can get into a area where our spells in affect all of them. That's something we can handle, as long as they're the level of orcs. Upper than that, and that's too. How many? Yeah, way too many.
I see.
At least now they're in a location I can sort of ambush them. Yeah, that's sort of. A little bit of fire damage from me, not enough to matter. Okay. We need extra casting of some sort.
I shall be swift about it.
This is how we did it. Right, 5 castings. I think I could do this with 4.
I see. I shall be swift about it.
We do not want to do anything with them as long as we're inside the cave. We need to get them in the one little small area and then fuck them over. Might have to stand here for a
I shall
while.
be swift about it.
I need the rest to come out too. He'd survive. Shit. Can't be helped. I need to get him a little bit closer so I can shoot the other guys too. Right, about as good as it's going to get. What the fuck was that? I'll win this fight. And the shaman is trivially easy to take down. Okay, right. I suppose this is more or less the joy of playing a solo game, where you have to, even if the situation doesn't necessarily have to be super hard, but you have to sort of try to figure it out a little bit. How to use your limited capabilities in order to get a victory out of this shit. I have changed the resting settings in a way that every time I rest I fully heal, because I have no healing capability of my own, so it'll just save time, so I don't have to rest for 50 times. That might mean the resting times are going to get ridiculous at some point, but that can't be helped.
I shall be swift about it.
We're close to being half done with this place. I don't recall how many tough fights this place has. Spectrum from petrification. It happens a few times in the game, but so infrequent that I wouldn't want to learn the spell. I would still like to have the scroll. I think there were ogres here too. Jesus fuck, those we would have to take down by range weapons. There's really no other way to do it. We can reasonably take down 2 orcs before they wake up. Crap. That could be too many.
Let's go to work. I see.
Only got one of them. I'm going to have to just ignore him. Otherwise I don't have the time to kill the other 2. Really have that many excess spells to waste. I would like to have the armor spell when I go and rest. Simply so I can get an extra casting on the next time I come in here. I'm gonna think we're gonna meet them against the ogres. Ogres might have actually a level high enough that they're not gonna be affected by the color spray. Or at least not like this. So taking them down is gonna be a little bit more complicated. But yeah, we're definitely done most of this. There's one area here, one area here, one area here. I don't recall the opposition in them. I think there's like 1 or 2 fights that would be of similar toughness as the one here, but nothing too tough overall.
Anytime. I shall not fail.
Yeah, you've been doing surprisingly well. Proud of you, Gus. Right. Where the ogres or ogre? Here we go.
What would
It's
you
gonna be a
have with
tall
me?
order to kill
It
them
will
with
be
this
done.
guy. The sling does a huge amount of damage. I guess because we have a high strength character, it gets added to the sling damage. We can't color spray them now, it's worthless. I don't have the luxury of standing there and keeping them with the ogres coming our way. So we'll just try to reduce their numbers and return toward the cave exit. Hopefully by that time the numbers are manageable. Yeah, there's at least the orcs are coming our way. I'm not sure if the ogre is going to follow us that
The
far.
battle is
I'm assuming
joined.
it's going to, why wouldn't it?
I see.
Okay.
I am sorely
Yeah, I know
injured.
I'm so fucking dead, but I need to know if this even affects the ogre. It does, so that's something. Right, the archers are incredibly accurate.
I am needed.
That's probably
Swift
the
about it.
toughest fight we can still expect.
You cannot.
What could I do? So the archers are the big problem. If I could get rid of the archers before I reach the end outside, I can just have the rest basically stuck there with the color spray. Archers? No. That won't work.
Not you. Not you.
We're gonna have to take protection from normal missiles with this guy very likely. There's just too many archer characters in this fucking game. Or alternatively invisibility, I suppose. So many creatures to manage them. Okay, it's just one orc and his shaman. That's not bad.
Fail.
Well, on the positive side, the tougher opponents mean we're getting enough experience out of the fighting itself that just completing this will, without a doubt, give us the level up we need. Well, fuck me. I'm not sure if we can afford this type of interruption, but what am I gonna do about it? Yeah, I'm not sure we can stand toe to toe against an orc. We can get lucky, but the problem is so can they. So whoever gets lucky. Hmm, not good enough. This needs to succeed.
I see.
We wasted an entire goddamn day.
It will be done.
Sure it will. There shouldn't be anyone here. It means two little areas like this left. One with the ogre though. And it's not the ogres that are a problem though, it's the everything else that's the problem. 3 at the same time, actually not bad. We're gonna have to go raced after this. Someone made a save versus spell. Yeah, the range of the fire spell is a little bit lower than I would have liked. And it only affected one of them. I fucking don't get it. I suppose it was too close. It's gonna get up soon.
Come then.
So, the ogre group left. I think that's the only enemies left. I don't think this dagger is worth paying the identification cost. No. What are we going to do? Archers are the problem. I think we would need multiple castings of the color spray too to take down the ogre. So there's a limit to how many spells we can have available. We need at least twice to knock him unconscious and keep hitting him. which we would leave us 2 to handle the rest. That's not enough. I can get it to 5 by resting again.
Anytime.
Thing is, it's still not enough to take down all the guys they have there, so I need to be able to kill some of them on the way here. Maybe I could maybe run them around that, take down a few of the LA guys. So, because the outside area is basically just a short stretch where I can't do anything really. So if I go there, we have to stand our ground. We'll see if the entire attack group comes at first sight. At least a couple of them are coming. Might be able to... I was thinking I might be able to block them by knocking them unconscious, creating a block there. But I don't actually have the spells to maintain it, so that would be a temporary thing. It's not really a solution to anything.
You cannot win.
Me will smash your face.
There's 5 guys I would need to kill. Too much, too much, too much, too much. Actually, I'd like to weaken them instead of kill them, if that's the option I have. Because I can cast area of effect attack spells. Problem is that the attack spells aren't gonna kill them, but if they're a little bit weakened beforehand, then they might. Also, it's not actually a problem if the ogre survives, because I can come back here and just run it around a little bit and kill it. We need almost... Problem is everything else should have died. Yeah, this went badly. Only a single hit on one of the orcs, and I had probably had half a dozen attack attempts. Is there a good way? I can't leave here because the archers.
I shall not fail.
I'm gonna need to cast this again. No, kill them. Kill as many of them as possible. Might be able to kill 4. It's not enough, but it's the best I can do, so it doesn't really matter. As well loot now. These might disappear if I go inside. Okay, it's bad.
It will be done.
They're not following me? Yeah, okay. Not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I might not be able to rest here. I do have one casting left, so I'm not too worried. I can go outside and knock them unconscious. That gives me enough time to kill at least enough so I can escape. So also the ogre is the only real problem. Also we have spell scrolls now, so I could use these to disperse them. It's not like I can learn the spell itself, so it would just be maybe more useful for us to just select. Although I'm not gonna take horror, so horror on a scroll would be very useful. What am I going to take? I can't take invisibility yet. Problem is the killing part is the problem. I need better ways to kill things. I can't take the fire scorcher spell because I'm totally immobile while it is being cast. It's somewhat useful if we had two guys. A single one, no. I don't know what the fuck to take. I don't want to take acid arrow. Third level is the one where we can start to get something useful.
I shall not fail.
Okay, the orcs have to die. Actually, even the archer is good enough. Then I'm safe from all damage. I have enough ammunition that I can take care of two.
Anytime.
Followed me outside, but they don't follow me in. Can I rest here? Okay, that solves the problem.
Understood.
And victory is ours. I can get probably 4 hits in before he wakes up. And that's enough to kill him. Unless we get pathetic strikes like that. Not that it matters. Wait. A little bit tedious, but we got there in the end. I need to do the level up. It'll decide things for a while. Don't recall how much experience we're gonna get
I
anytime
shall not
soon.
fail.
What the fuck is the second level spell going to be? I think second level in some ways is the hardest to actually take spells from. Simply because they're all sort of mildly useful, but not that great. So you have a pick between terrible options, really. Unless you build something that works well with spells you take later on. But then you have a situation that you can't really do all that much
I
immediately.
see. Oh, good. You've returned. Strange. In any case, at least we can still we still have preparations to make before. While you're there, you might outfit yourselves with whatever gear.
3 castings of a second level spell. Excellent. Right. Taking a look. Uh, there's a lot of useful stuff. Knock would be actually very useful. I mean that sincerely, because there's no fucking way we are just going to get everything open otherwise. I would have to use strength potions, and that's not a 100% guarantee. Knock spell is. Problem is, I don't want to take it now. Invisibility and knock are at least very much wanted, but I need to kill stuff. Ability to disable casters wouldn't be terrible either. What do we have on the killing front? Acid Arrow, Scorcher, and Cool Touch. They'll be paralyzed for 6 rounds. But it has a static duration, 6-round duration, so it's not gonna get any better. Cat's Grace, extra dexterity. 1 hour per level. Cannot raise dexterity past 20. It's nice, but don't want it. Forward sleep. Don't care. Strength. Yeah, we could get more. Yeah, I don't think so. We'll probably get enough strength potions that we can do this all night long if we want to. So, what would we really want? Probably vocalize. You have to have it. I cannot be silenced. I have to be able to counter that no matter what. It's just such a fundamental thing. If I can't cast, I'm worthless. So, vocalize, knock, invisibility. I don't give zero shits about the attack spells they have here. Resist fear, I suppose, could be useful. Uh, I don't. It's useful, but I'm not sure if it's something I want. Mirror image is very much useful. Problem is, yeah, none of this helps me kill things. Snowball Swarm, this is Fontaines. Cold damage doesn't really work on anyone in this game anyway. I mean, all that well. Undead probably aren't gonna be affected by it too much. And a lot of creatures are cold natured in some way. So I don't know. Yeah, this doesn't really help me kill anything. That's the fundamental problem. Acid Arrow is a little bit of a help, but 2d4 points of acid damage immediately and again at the end of the round. There is no splash damage. For every 3 levels the caster has achieved, the acid lasts another 1 round, inflicting another 2d4 points of damage at the end. So it'll last forever, basically. What does the saving throw do? Yeah, there's a saving throw special, but no mention of what the saving throw actually does. That's nice. And I'm stuck here. I don't want to be stuck here. Survivability kit is always useful. I'm thinking of just taking the fucking knock. It's totally worthless in a way, but it would be out of the way. We have currently at least 3 containers that I can't access. With the knock, I can access them right now. So it would be more in the sense that we cannot miss any content, and it's so useful we have to have it. But yeah. I don't know if this is a good choice. I doubt this is a good choice, but uh, they all seem terrible choices to me, and I do want the knock spell, so yeah, it is what it is. I'll be robbing you later.
I shall be swift about it.
Right, I'll rob the 3 containers I've been studying. Because I'll forget to rob them otherwise. So, sorcerer's life is not gonna be easy early on.
Understood.
I've come to deliver the supply list from Roth. Yeah, a little bit. Experience. Is that it? Pretty sure if I pay for identifying this, I'll just make less money. Anywho, we're a little bit over halfway point to the next level.
I shall be swift
Tough
about it.
times ahead. I think the next spell will have to be I have to pick. Well, I don't have to pick a damage spell really. I really should.
I see.
Not worth anything really. Now I don't have to worry about the closed doors.
I shall
At least
not
in
fail.
the expansion area there were some doors that were locked that you needed to pass through. Some kind of traps closing on you, things like that. You can get yourself out of them, but you have to be able to open locked doors. I think with even the maximum
shall not
strength,
fail.
you have something like maybe 30% chance of opening a door that's locked. Yeah, this is just fucking worthless. If you are reading this note, then obviously you are a thief. Come rob me of my hard-won riches. Sorry to disappoint you. You really think I would keep my valuables in such an obvious and unguarded place? Consider this note a warning. I do not care much for those who would poke their nose wherein it doesn't belong. Anyone caught practicing thievery in the town of East Haven shall answer to me. So glad I took the fucking knock spell, aren't I?
Very well.
Still, we might sell the excess crap away.
I see.
He couldn't identify the magical dagger either.
It will be done. Anytime.
I don't want to carry it with me, so I'll either I suppose I could identify it just to
Very well.
see how much it's actually worth if I resell it. I'm pretty sure the cleric's gonna do it.
Understood.
If I lose a little bit of gold,
Your
it's not
journey
that
has
big
brought
a
you to
deal.
this temple again. What is it you want?
Fire dagger +1. Um, yeah, it's an infinite way to kill trolls, basically.
Your journey has brought you to this temple again. What is it you want?
And we can sell it with only 25 gold piece loss. Whoop-de-doo. I think I'll buy an elixir of health. They heal and get rid of poisons, and we know that the game has a lot of poison that they'll throw my way. I can't afford to have a separate antidote potion versus a heal potion, so that's why the elixirs of health.
Understood.
Wait, I think I'm ready to go. So I'll end things here. Uh, yeah, this is gonna be suckier than suck this fucking start of the game. I need once I get to level 3 spells, I think I'll be more or less okay. I do need to take a damage spell on the second level, no matter how much I don't want to. We could also take area control spells, but currently I'm lacking in damage. Damage is the real thing. So every level has to have at least one direct attack spell, I think, no matter how much I want to have something else. It doesn't have to be direct attack energy damage, but something that I can use to kill other things. We have the touch of Burning Hands. I would be inclined to take the acid arrow simply because it actually keeps improving when I level up, and it can be used to kill trolls and the like, and it can be fired at a remote target. So it would allow me to do things that I can't do with current damage spells. Useful somewhat against every target throughout the game. Not good, but still can contribute something. So it's better
I
than
shall not
some
fail.
of the other options.